Yeah, it's a lot less bouncy. A lot less bouncy. Okay. So what I'm doing today is I'm on foot because I'm suspicious that I'm being tailed again. I haven't been tailed like this since 2022. They were once a month, twice a month. I was catching them over the last year, but not much more than that. They seem to die out January, February, March of 23. Um, they had slowed down quite a bit to the point where it wasn't worth my while to track them back or follow them around while they were following me and tracking them all back to what agencies they belonged to and all that. It was just a waste of my time. So I try not to do that too much anymore. But over the last few months, it's been, once a week I catch somebody and it's not always confirmed. Sometimes I go back later and I look and I say, okay, I can track that person back to someone who belonged in that place at that time or whatever. So down here where the camera's aiming is where they like to sit a lot of times. This has been going on for, oh shit, 12, 13 years off and on. And then it got real big in 22. And 22 was the biggest time because it was nonstop. It was 24/7 tracking me for the whole fucking year of 22. It was weird. And all different kinds of weird things were happening in that time and all that. But I'm not going to get into that now. I'm just letting you guys know that I had to go on to the bike because I believe I'm being tracked again. Not to the point where it was in 22, but enough for me to notice and say, okay, well, this is 3 times in 1 week that I found somebody tracking me, trailing me, following me around, right? So when that happens, I mean, I gotta say, in 22, it was a lot of fun on one hand because they kept getting called out and caught out in a lot of different ways that were funny. Like there was a guy in a van, Puerto Rican kid, nice kid, but I knew he was tracking me for over a month at the time, and I was getting him everywhere. Everywhere I was, there he was, and he was. His cover was he was a delivery driver that never delivered anything, and there was others like that as well. Construction vehicles that never did construction, chimney sweeps that don't sweep chimneys, that kind of shit. And it's funny that the dude that was over here the other day in that little blue SUV, I got him on camera leaving, but he was the same one that was the chimney sweep guy. He had a white, uh, it wasn't a minivan because it had a long nose on it. So something that looked kind of like a minivan with a long nose. And maybe it was still considered a minivan. I don't know. It was like a cross between a station wagon and a minivan. But anyway, it was a brand new fucking van, all new labels on it and everything. I mean, the vehicle might have been older, but the van was new looking. I don't know. I couldn't even guess what year it was, right? Because I don't even know what kind of vehicle it was. But anyways, he was driving that, and that was the last time I seen him. Is when I got him on camera up in his face in that van, and he was kind of surprised to see me when he took the corner. And another easy way to call them out. It is kind of strange. I know it sounds like television movie shit, but the sunglasses. They're always in disguise, these fuckers. They're always got to have their sunglasses on. I don't know if it's agency policy for every fucking agency, but I don't care what agency they're from. They always got to have the disguise, meaning sunglasses. Sunglasses. You can always throw a hat on. You can shave your face and clean shaven the next week and stuff like that. You can change vehicles. You can throw people off with a lot of different shit. But the sunglasses, that seems to be the biggest thing with them. And they'll change them up, you know. So one day you see them in the blue reflection sunglasses. The next day it's mirrored sunglasses, you know, no color. Next day it's the black sunglasses when you see them, that kind of thing. Man, it's fucking cold out. I didn't think it was going to be this cold. Anyways, I figure while I'm out on the road and I'm on foot again, I'm going to take advantage of coming down the trail because I want to show anybody that comes to my channel. But over the last month or two, I had 5 or 6 people that actually lived around here. So that I think, I'm pretty sure, because I don't know who signs up for my channel. It's always that anybody that signs up, it's usually anonymous. I don't get to see your name. And when I first started YouTube, it would, like the first 6 or 7 people that signed up for my channel, they were, but then I noticed from Rick on, anybody from Tripping Sponge on, because even a Tripping Sponge, Rick was not down in my subscribers when we started talking on the phone. He wasn't down as a subscriber to my channel. I was down as a subscriber to his channel. It showed me, but he was coming up as anonymous, and he said he didn't post as anonymous or subscribe as anonymous or whatever. All right, so I got a red filter with me. I made these new filters. They're already bending on me, and I'm already scratching them. But since I'm here at the water, um, I've got some other videos, but I'm going to add them to this series. I'm working on the series that I'm going to now is Here's the Deal series for Brian. And Brian's the guy that runs that channel. So the same thing that we're doing with the clouds, I'm doing right now with the water. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, from the veil to the ground, it is this way. Look for the triangular builders all around us, building everything in this realm, including that running water right now as it's running through. You'll notice I'm trying to keep the camera away from these shadows of the trees because I'm trying to use all the natural lights and shadows that are coming in from the sun, because it's all about lights and shadows, and angles and distances of perspective. That's why all my distances when I come out like this. Same thing I'm doing with the clouds, I'm doing right now with this water. This is just a running brook, stream, run out from the river, whatever. And I mean, I could come over here where it's dark, but I want it where it's all dark. I don't really want to. And I'm telling you this, like if I go right here, I should be safe. Can't zoom in anymore. Oh my God, what a shitty camera. Yeah, I'll go right here. All right, because the lights are all over this way, I can aim right over here and I can get what I want. This is digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the area we call the brook, right? And if you take the video, it's up on your computer right now on your laptop. Pause the video anywhere, it doesn't matter, just pause it. Hey, how are you? Take the video out of your camera out of your pocket and aim it at the screen. And when you have the video pause, someone was riding by on a bike. That always freaked me out when I'm talking to the camera. um, and that's it. And it's going to be feline, canine, and also I can go. I'll change, but I'll drop my phone in the water. I'll go like this, and what that's going to do is that's going to show you that there is no up, down, left, right, backward, forward, in or out in the true creator's work. Because right now my camera is upside down to those waters, right? That's only humans and the false creator slash creator who work on the by those rules, up, down, left, right, backward, forward, in and out, and all that. So I'm just swinging my camera around. Hold on, come this way, and you can see the shadows from the trees and everything. I don't want any of the shadows from the trees, so I'm trying to come over here where it's all light. Now, at a better time of day, if you look up here, probably just in about another hour or so, then the sun will be over here and, over here, and then the light coming down through here will be even better. But I don't have all day to wait. This side is all dark, So this might even be the better side to do as far as lights and shadows go, right? Because it's all I don't have uh, shadows from trees. The lights and shadows that are in the water are from the water. They're the lights and shadows that are bouncing around in the water, and they're not coming from the trees. So this is definitely the better side for me to show you. Now, I've been doing this for 6, 7 years now. I think it is. I'm trying to figure out how long it's been. It's on Halloween. I think it was Halloween 6 years this past Halloween. So I'm into my 7th year of finding all this. But now I can just hold my camera here and my eyes will follow images down through the waters. It's not a big deal anymore. And I'm guaranteeing you all, it won't be any big deal for any of you either. You see it, you'll understand it. So I'm purposely moving my camera around to different places when I'm watching the lights and shadows work. Same way that I'm doing with the clouds, the same way I'm showing all you that you can go see it for yourselves at the cloud level. Because I'm pretty lazy about it all too at this point because there's really nobody else looking. So it's boring, it's disappointing, it's to the point it's like the biggest thing that ever fucking can ever show anybody. There's nothing more important, but at the same time I gotta pretend like it's not a big deal. you know it's fucked up. So here's a big rock. Back out. There we go. So this is just a big rock. Again, I got shadow here, so I can either come on the shadow, but over here you see I got shadows from the because this is the sun's on the other side of this boulder. Is my point. So if I want to take advantage of the lights and shadows, I can, like right here, all in this area. Okay, but then when I come around this way, I have these shadows from these trees that are all on it. I don't want to confuse that because there's images within images within images all throughout the True Creator's work. So I'm purposely doing that. Like right here in this part of the boulders, you know, I can wipe off the other human influence, I guess you could say, of me, wiping this off, right? That's my human influence of wiping the branches off only so that I can bring you the imagery in here. Now that those branches randomly fell the same way that the leaves randomly fell. So I can look over here, minus any footprints coming through this way. I'll aim over here, right? So aiming over there, I go like this. I go in on it. I give look at all the shadows from the trees, right? So I don't want that. I want to be up here somewhere where no humans have walked so I can eliminate human influence. I want to eliminate the branches, the shadows from the branches. I don't want to be in that area for the simple reason that there's images in those branches that I don't want interfering with the imagery that I'm grabbing from here. So I'm very well aware and conscious about it all. I'm going to digitally collect the EMMC from right here in this area and pointing out that I see the shadow from this stick right here, from this branch. There are a few other light ones that are in here that are moving around. I can see them moving, but I'm not going to let that interfere with me. I'm just pointing it out to you guys. So what I'm collecting is all these images that are in here, in the rock, in the boulder. Image within image within image, from the veil to the ground, it is this way. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, over and over and over and over again. I have the red filter on the camera because I'm allowing myself to have contrast against the gray, greenish, bluish, whitish stone, right? Perfect. Yep, I'm getting it all. I'm getting it all. It's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful thing. I could start cropping from over here and start cropping images for you. Okay. Okay, so same thing over here in the light. Now, again, I can find myself a spot of light right in here. It's all light. Stay away from all these branches. Bring my camera in this area, digitally collect the EMNC, and confidently say I don't see any footprints around in there. No, so in other words, all these leaves, branches, sticks, shit fell from the trees. We think of it as this very natural bio process. I'm telling you, the builders are all around us building everything in this realm, including me right now videoing this, including all of this area right here that you think of as the builders built that. That pile of leaves, the builders have built that the same way they built me, the same way they're still building me today. And they're gonna build those leaves that have fallen on the ground and all that shit. They're gonna keep building them all through their death. They're gonna build them to a carbon form again, to be processed and reprocessed and reprocessed, because that's the way it works with everything in this realm. And we can all see it. We all have the evidence for it. I don't know why everyone's so afraid of it. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave. I know I see a couple branches. I see the branches hanging, but I'm going to go in between them. It's all right. I can easily digitally collect the EMNC from in here, feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, over and over from the veil to the ground. I'll keep my camera kind of steady. Now, when I go to remaster these videos, I mean, I could spend hours, and I usually do. I just don't spend hours for every video. I usually go through and pick these research vids, and I'll just spend, a half hour, an hour on each one, because the time just flies, man. Because right now, you may be catching one image, right? Your eyes may be catching one, mine are catching millions and millions of them in there. The small ones, the big ones, all over the place, all directions. Yeah, it's amazing. And the fact that it's always feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, and that is the system. It's feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast from the veil to the ground. Um, yeah, there's plenty of rocks for me to go in on too, even down here and stuff like that. And when I was talking to John about it, I was telling him, I said, I probably got to most of the stones, because see, even these stones that are down here, they have human influence in them. They have human influence in them. They have drill marks and cut marks, and so I kind of stay away from them. Um, you'll see some of them even have bits and pieces of concrete in them that were part of other walls and other barriers and shit that were built around here at one time. Okay, we can do this without shutting the camera off. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. And the camera doesn't seem to bounce around much. So these are just going to be some short videos anyways that I'm making. I just wanted to check out the camera and see how this was bouncy wise. It's definitely less bouncy than the other one that I had hooked on the basket for sure. So once I get on the road, it probably won't bounce around for shit. It does overlook the basket without standing out like a sore thumb. I didn't want it up too high because everybody freaks out when they see a camera. Now the skies are blue today, but if I want to position this thing right, I can probably get it. Yeah, I can. On a regular day, I can just be on the bike, aimed up at the sky. But today we're gonna digitally collect from the trees. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna do too for the last. Only 10 minutes left of this video. I'm gonna do that, and I know this filter is probably gonna bounce around, but I'm gonna try it. Let's see. Yeah, I can probably get away with this. And then, but I gotta keep stopping too. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna come right up to the top, try to keep my shadow out of it. Zoom in. Get away from the branches. Probably get a fine for that, for moving the branches. Digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from this bunch of rocks. Actually, this big boulder, I'll call it at this point. Beautiful. I'm not going any further left because you see I start hitting my own shadow. So I'm staying away from that. You can clearly see the faces. And I can remaster this and go in all directions. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast over and over from the veil to the ground. It is this way. Gotta get my shadow out of there. There we go. I just realized this thing does have pause on it. So I can actually pause. I really scratched this filter up bad yesterday. Brand new filter. It's a shitty thing about plastic filters. So there's this thing here. I usually come to this one too. It's pretty good because the sun's beating off it. So pricker bushes. Yep. Caught in a pricker bush. Hold on. Okay. If I put this on a tripod, it'd be better than my hand. I'm kind of standing in an odd way. And there's stress on my legs and my arm the way I'm standing. But I can see it. Just trying to move as slow as I can without bouncing around too much. And then when I talk, it also makes me move around. See what I mean? Just like the clouds, you guys. Just like doing the clouds. Same shit. Should we hit some trees? Let me see how many minutes are left on this thing. 20, 28 minutes. I only got 2 minutes left. Yeah, 2 minutes left. I could go. I guess I could do some generalization of trees. You see, there's a lot of ways you can do this. I can just look that way. I got plenty of sunshine all up there, and I can start digitally collecting the EMNC this way, right? Or I can do like I'm gonna do in my next video because what I have to do is go find some trees. I guess I got 2 minutes. Because another way is to just go right up to the tree, digitally collect the EMNC from the bark. These are things that we don't think of as having human influence. So whether I generalize an area and start digitally collecting, I prefer something that has sun bouncing off of it, like over here, because obviously the lights and shadows. Now I can't see in my camera because I got a lot of glare, but that's okay. I know I'm getting it. I know I'm getting it. It will be feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast over and over from the veil to the ground. I know this when I go in and remaster the video. It's not going to be a problem. So I can go up to any tree. It doesn't matter what tree, preferably something living. But then if I'm trying to show you guys something, um, how the builders build our death, because the builders build everything in this realm, including our death. So here we go. I'm already soaking it up as I'm going down. Got him, got him, got him, got him. Yep. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. Over and over from the veil to the ground, it is this way. There's a bit of light up there. That's what I'm doing. Staying up there because there's a patch of light where all the shadows are not interfering with me digitally collecting the EMNC from the tree. Backing out so you can see. Okay, see it was light up there in that area. That's what I was going for. Down here, it's got all the shadows from the fucking picker bushes. Again, I'll do a generalization the last minute of the video. Make sure the filter's on there. I mean, these ones are some of the coolest ones to me when I'm collecting like this. And when I do it, I usually try to describe it. I'll probably run out of time, and then I won't be able to finish. So the gist of it is it's amazing to me because as far back as your eyes can see, all the way to the closest branch to you, all these branches together make up these images. And that is fucking amazing to me. Also, evidence of what I'm telling you, that the builders build everything in this fucking realm. They're not just building some things, they build everything from life to death. They build everything. These are the true creators, builders that are all around us. And these true creators, builders are always triangular energies. They're always going to be in triangular shapes, no matter whether we're looking at the water, the trees, the tree trunk, the human skin, the moon, the clouds, everything, anything in this realm is built by these builders. You can call them slaves if you want. They, seeing that the false creator slash creator uses the true creators, builders for everything that he's ever built. And then humans, when humans stole the false creator slash creator's work, we do the same thing. You know, we copied the false creator slash creator and stole his work, and the false creator slash creator stole the true creator's work and built the biosystem.